Hello everyone, welcome to the SexCast podcast. I'm Özge. I'm a sociology master's student at a state university in Ankara, Turkey. At the same time, I'm currently doing Erasmus in Portugal for one semester. The topic of today's episode is toxic masculinity. I have been researching, reading, writing about gender issues for a long time. I've seen throughout this process that the issue of toxic masculinity is more popular than ever right now. So I wanted to talk about this concept, which has become a very popular discourse recently in an episode of SexCast. I want to start with the question of what exactly is toxic masculinity. Contrary to popular belief, toxic masculinity is not just like acting like a man. Toxic masculinity involves some men being under pressure so intense that they reach the point of toxicity. According to a study, toxic masculinity has three basic components. These are toughness, anti-femininity, and power, of course. We can say that toughness is the pressure of men to be completely free from their emotions and be tough like a robot. We are in a time when any kind of kindness or delicacy is not acceptable to men, so that brings with it toughness. If another component is anti-femininity, we can actually say that it is the ground of toxic masculinity, because in toxic masculinity, any act or word of the feminine is humiliating. So society pressures men to reject anything feminine. It makes me wonder how fragile men who have adopted such a lifestyle are in all matters. What we call power is the only way men see in order to exist. They think they can't achieve anything without power. So, do men acquire this behavior later on, or do they grow up with it? Actually, it is not right to give a single answer to this question, because I think the answer is both. A baby born biologically male grows up with certain symbols by the parents and the environment during the growth stage. Usually the choice of toys, cars, power-hungry things, and of course blue ones. But for girls, it is just the opposite. House-related toys, dolls, and toys that require more maternal behavior and chosen for girls. Therefore, according to this understanding, even colors have genders. When we look at it from this point of view, we can say that toxic masculinity is something that is learned and gained later because the society has adopted this behavior. After social media has become such a big part of our lives, toxic masculinity has become an even more popular concept. In particular, Instagram plays a major role in the subsequent acquisition of toxic masculinity. For this reason, we can talk about many people who adopt this and continue their lives in way. People find unlimited freedom on Instagram, which leads to the reproduction of social hierarchies. According to a study, while the number of female reviews on social media is quite high, male reviews are much less. According to another study, while women use social media, which is the new center of masculinity production, for reasons such as gender equality and LGBTI rights, men mostly use it by bullying women. Especially toughness plays a big role here. I've had a really bad experience with it too. I had received photos of genitals or threatening messages from accounts with real or anonymous accounts that I didn't know. These are the movements that men feel inadequate in real life and think that masculinity is built in this way. And yes, this is exactly toxic masculinity, I think. It is not possible for this issue to get better or go away all of a sudden. It is necessary to raise awareness of the society, and this is something that will take a long time. But the way to raise awareness of society is to raise awareness of children, of course. So education plays a very, very important role here. Giving lessons to inform children about this issue in schools, especially in primary schools, can be a very, very big step. Of course, also the parents. Maybe that way we can wake up to a world where gender equality exists. And yes, I wish for a more equal world for all. So thanks for listening my thoughts on toxic masculinity. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.